Hey there, fans in Comic Land. It's Leila here from the Comic Connection with this week's comic book reviews. First up, we've got What If Iron Man Demon in Armor by David Michelinie, Bob Layton, and Graham Nolan. So this book explores the question, what if Tony Stark had become Doctor Doom? It starts with Tony and Vic being college roommates, and they have totally different personalities and totally different priorities, but their destinies soon become entwined when they work on a side project together. And then there's a backup story called What If the Venom Symbiote Possessed Deadpool, and this is part 1 of 4, and it's by Rick Remender and Sean Moore. And then that book, in that story, Deadpool is hired by Galactus to kill the Beyonder and runs afoul of the Venom Symbiote. Yeah, you heard me right. Anyway, so let's go to the first one, the Iron Man Doom story. I love these what if stories. The Iron Man one is just excellent. It's interesting to see how much Stark and Doom really are two different sides of the same coin in a lot of ways, and how sort of switching them around makes some changes, but then some things stay the same, which is really interesting. The Venom Deadpool backup is just trash, though. Just terrible. I don't even think that loyal Deadpool fans are going to hold this one up, and especially since to read the whole story you have to sort of buy all the what if issues because it's a backup in different ones. But I'll just tell you right now, Deadpool fans, it's not really worth your time. It's pretty terrible. Next up, we've got Batman Orphans number 1 of 2 by Eddie Berzanga and Carlo Barberi. In this one, a Robin imposter is found dead, and Tim and Batman must solve the murder, which leads them down a path to a teenage vigilante sidekick gang and their leader. But what role does the reporter Samantha Locke play, and how is the Scarecrow involved? So this is like supposed to be a pre-Red Robin Untold Tale kind of deal. It's pretty interesting. It's filled with lots of great characters, really interesting ideas and interactions, great art and story. I was actually very impressed. So this was like a surprisingly good pickup for the price point. There's a lot of content in there, not a lot of ads, which, you know, I really loved. So if you're a Batman fan, I don't see how you can go wrong with this one. Go out and grab it if you can. See you next week.
Hey folks, Jim here, back in Hamilton at the Comic Connection with this week's comic reviews. First up, we have Enter the Zombie, number 1, written by Fred Perry and Robbie Devard with art by Ben Dunn. And this one, a talented but impatient Shaolin monk seeks to become a martial arts master by using a chamber he is forbidden to enter. Of course, the brash young monk opens it and unleashes a legion of kung fu zombies. Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's got a lot of really funny in-jokes in there. Writing-wise, it's subpar compared to what these two have done in the past, but art-wise, it's fantastic. I had a lot of fun reading it. You might too. If you're a manga fan, you might want to try it out. Pick it up if you can. Next up, we have Adventures into Mindless Self-Indulgence, number 1, written and drawn by Jess Fink. And in this one, which follows the band Mindless Self-Indulgence around, basically it's true tales from the road as told by the band. And I really couldn't get into this book. I really could not. It's terribly written, it's terribly drawn. It's one of the worst books I have read all year. And the fact is, they make some really off-color jokes, and it's just not funny to me. Not funny at all. I cannot recommend this book at all, and I didn't have a laugh. It's supposed to be a comedy, and I did not laugh once. But I guess if you're a fan of the band, maybe try it out, but me, I didn't like it one bit.